So for the photo slides, you're gonna need any kind of heavyweight cardstock. I'm using file folder because I have tons of them on hand. You'll need some magazines of your choice. I really like the Victorian magazines because they have really pretty floral images, which I think is perfect for this project. You'll also need some clear tape. I'm just using a standard packing tape. You'll also need some kind of craft knife, like an X-Acto knife. You can also use a paper trimmer like this, but something more small and handheld like this is gonna make your life a little bit easier, I think. You'll also need some glue, obviously. I prefer the 3-in-1 for this because it's not water-based. Use any kind of glue that you like. The water-based just might make the photo slide warp a little bit, but use whatever you have. And then totally optional, but if you want to make your photo slides look a little bit more colorful and fancy like I did on this one, then you'll want to have some painty papers or book pages or whatever kind of paper that you like. So these are the magazine page transfers that we're going to make for the photo slides. I already made a few of them, but I'm going to make a couple more just to show you how I do it. Now, you can use a book page for this, but I don't really recommend it because they don't turn out as good. As you can see, these ones, they're very transparent, like how a photo slide would be. But then these ones, the paper just doesn't rub off enough. These are from book pages, so they're not as transparent. Still great to use in your projects, and if you don't care about the transparency, then have at it. But just wanted to let you know, I do recommend using a magazine page specifically. So for this, obviously you're gonna need your clear tape, your magazines, and then you'll also wanna have some kind of bowl, or in my case, I'm using this disposable baking tray, something that you can put water in, because this is what you're going to soak your tapes in. I'm gonna go ahead and select a couple images that I like. I did dog ear some pages that I wanted to cut up. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer this one. I thought this would be perfect since it's already really tiny. So you're going to take some of your tape and put it on the image that you like and just put it straight on. And just make sure that you press it on completely so you're kind of smoothing out any of the air bubbles. Now, I have seen people take their tape and put it on top of the image that they like and just kind of like peel it off like that. And that gives a really cool effect. It has, like you can see, it's kind of ripped a little bit. I don't want to do this just for this particular project because I want to be able to pull up as much of the image as possible without having any of it ripped. So that's what I did for this one. And as you can see, some of the image got left behind. And then I'm just going to go ahead and tear this out. And then I also really like these flowers, so I'm gonna take some of these. And then just put your images right into the water. And I would recommend leaving them to soak for at least 15 minutes. It's just gonna make your life a lot easier, giving these a little bit of time to soften up in the water. And then in the meantime, while those are soaking, you can just go ahead and set them aside. I don't have any actual photo slides on hand, so I'm not sure how big they are. When I did a quick Google search, it said that they were 2x2. So I measured out these pieces to be 4x2. That way I could just fold them in half. And then I wasn't exactly sure how big this window should be, but I just kind of guesstimated. So I cut it out to be 1 inch by 1.5 inches. I don't know if that's the exact measurement of a true photo slide, but you know, obviously make this whatever size you like. I actually want to cover mine with some painty papers, so I want to do that before I start folding and cutting and doing all of that. So I made a few more just because I wanted to have different colors, some different options to choose from. So the next step is to cut out our windows. So I'm gonna grab my template, making sure that it's centered. Actually, just kidding. I wanna fold them inside out for this part, just so I don't have to worry about erasing the pencil markings. And then I'm just going to trace the template. Now I'm just going to use my craft knife and freehand this. And since we're going through 2 layers, you may need to just go over any of the parts that didn't cut all the way through. Now it's been about 20 minutes or so, and as you can see, this just fell away very easily, the paper part. So that's what you want to happen. You just, this one didn't quite fall away. So if that happens, all you have to do is just kind of use your fingers to roll away the paper. And that should happen pretty easily, especially if it's been soaking. And there we go, they turned out perfect. So I'm just gonna make sure that these are completely dry. So you can obviously make your photo slides with these, but then these are also really fun to do all kinds of other things with, like collaging, and you can make little washi stickers with these. Okay, now we can start adding our little magazine transfers inside of the slides. So first what I want to do, and you don't have to do this, but sometimes the backs of the tapes are still just a tiny bit tacky. I'm just going to add some tape to the backs of these. So putting these transfers in the photo slides is just a matter of kind of eyeballing things and just playing around with it to see kind of where you want it. I'm just going to kind of eyeball trim them. And they don't need to be perfect. You just want to make sure that there's enough to obviously glue around the edges, and I think that looks perfect. And I know before I said to not use a water-based glue, but this is a water-based glue, but I'm just using the tiniest little bit of it just to glue on the transfer. And then once that is glued down, I'm gonna take my 3-in-1. If you have some really skinny double-sided tape, you could also do that. Aren't they so cute? I love them. So much fun. So now that they're all put together, you can just leave them like they are. I just did the tiniest little bit of distressing, just kind of along the edges and the corners, just to make it look like it's been, you know, tossed around a little bit and it's a little bit older. Obviously, these don't look old because they're bright and sparkly, but you know, whatever. I'm just having fun. Let me be. So I'm just gonna go over the corners with, what's this called? A nail file. And I'm just scuffing them just the tiniest little bit. And you could even use some distress ink and make them look really vintage. And you can see on some of them, I just cut them kind of uneven, so they're not perfect, but that's okay with me. These are just for me. So if it bothers you when you're making them, I guess just be a little bit more mindful than I was. I try to not be too much of a perfectionist. And that is it. You could add some more glitter, rhinestone embellishments, sentiments, or the possibilities are endless. And then how I would use these in a journal is I would stick these maybe in a tiny pocket or an envelope, or even just like clip it onto the page. My mom gave me a couple of these little chain things. I don't know what these are called, but I was kind of thinking, oh, it'd be really fun if I just kind of grouped all of these together and put them on this, and then maybe I could have it hanging off of my journal or something. I'm gonna punch a hole in all of the like top left-hand corners of these. I think I'm gonna add an eyelet to all of them. Hopefully I have enough actually. So another idea that I had was I could put all of them on this binder ring and then just have them hanging somewhere. I don't know, anywhere. I think I'm still gonna use this. Yay! So that is it. I am so excited. I just love how these turned out. I think they are so much fun and they would make such a cute addition to any journal. And you can make them in any style too. You can make them bright and colorful, or you can make them a little bit more grungy and vintage looking. Possibilities are absolutely endless. So yeah, I really hope you like them. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you plan on making some of these, or if you already have made something like this before. Thank you so much for being here. I am sending you so much love and big hugs, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye!